All right, so Shorty got something to say to all my bald kings out there, bro. Let's see what she talking about. I guess she a comedian or something.
You can always tell when a guy is bald because he'll have facial hair and a hat on. And you guys are sneaky. I went on 3 dates with a guy, and then on the 4th date, because I hadn't had sex with him, and on the 4th date, we were hanging out, and he took off his hat, and I was like, oh my God, you have no hair. You can always tell when a guy is bald because he'll have facial.
Hey, she disrespectful. She is disrespectful. Hey, I got a week. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a week because y'all know the best thing as a bald guy. And you know this, bro. Don't even act like you don't know, bro. If you ain't got no hair, you already know. You put that hat on, especially if you got facial hair. You like, oh shit, I'm about to go kill him. I'm about to go kill him with that. Yo, the reason that is because when you put the hat on, it just frames your face, right? So now the only thing that matters is your eyebrows, your eyes, and if you got the facial hair, you're good, right? You're all the way good. But what she said is what I always tell my bald kings out there, bro. This is real talk. Y'all think I'm lying, but women be noticing it, bro. Like, y'all think I'm lying. Look, the fact of the matter is, bro, when you first meet a shorty, you can't wear a hat. You save yourself so much time. And if you just so happen to be wearing a hat, because I'm not going to say if you got a hat on, don't talk to women. That's crazy, right? But if you just so happen to be wearing a hat on the first time you meet them, I ain't talking about the first date. I'm talking about the first time you meet them. If you just so happen to be wearing a hat on the first time you meet them, bro, make sure that on that first date, you got 2 options. Either you connect on social media before the first date, right? Or you make sure on that first day you take the hat off, bro. Make sure at some point you take the hat off on the first date. I speak from experience, bro. You can laugh all you want, but I speak from experience. I felt the pain. Y'all know I got the SMP, bro. I got the SMP. Yeah, I know you might say that in the comments. But listen, the SMP, before I had it, your boy was bald for a good about 4 months of his life. You feel me? I was strictly bald. Before the 4 months of my life, I was receding hairline for about 4 years of my life, right? So I know. If anybody know, I know. That said, my boy, make sure you take that hat off because what happens is, like she said, you go to that second date, that third date, you think you got a shorty coming over. And yeah, she gonna come over, but when it's time to sit down on the couch or get in the bed, what you think gonna happen, bro? Now, I don't know if you putting in work with the hat on. If you putting in work with the hat on, that's you a cold dude if you putting in work with the hat on. I can't lie to you, cold, bro. The reason I'm gonna say you cold is you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing if you putting in work with the hat on, bro. I don't care what you talking about. You know what you're doing. You ain't slick, nigga. I know. If you putting in work with the hat on, you know what you're doing. All right, but check this out. To avoid the time when it's time to put in work and she like, whoa, what's happening? To avoid that, take the hat off just in the middle of a date, right? What that looks like, say you at you getting a smoothie with a chick, right? Some of my best first date spots for me, depending on where I meet the shorty at, if I meet her in the gym, smoothie right away. Boom, let's go get a smoothie, right? She's already in the active lifestyle. If we meet on a walk or if I'm in, Walmart or something like that, depending on the vibes, I'm either gonna say ice cream or a drink, right? If we meet at the nightlife, I'm getting a drink with her, right? Because we met at nightlife, right? So it's like you know what they into based off where you meet them at. So that being said, you can't go wrong with an ice cream or a smoothie. Ever go wrong? You can't never go wrong with ice cream or smoothie, right? For the man, it's a low cost first date, right? You're not putting in a lot. For the shorty, if she feeling you, she don't care where you going, right? There's some girls out there, a smoothie or ice cream or a tea. If they starting off like that, then you ain't in it for the same reasons I'm in it, right? I'm in it to sit back and talk to you. That said, though, when I'm eating my smoothie, you know what I'm saying, or when I'm eating my ice cream, drinking my smoothie, or having my drink, if I'm wearing a hat, you got to know that hat coming off, and I want to see how you react. That hat is coming off, and I'm gonna see how you react. I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna see how you react. I'm gonna take the hat off and sit it right there to the side. Look at her straight face and keep smiling. And oh, for real, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just put it right, boom, right there. That conversation better keep going. It better not be no clearing no throats. It better not be no. I need to move or redo my hair. And it better not be none of that. The conversation better keep going. If the conversation don't keep going, then I know the attraction is not mutual. You feel me? You got to be able to establish these rules for yourself, gentlemen, because the fact of the matter is, ladies can see through the cap. I tell you this all the time, bro. They can see through the cap. They can see through you having this hat on and the reason why you got that hat on. She said if they got a facial hair and a hat on, If they got facial hair and the hat on, then they bald, bro. That's so messed up. But the reality is that stuff really true, bro. It's really true because there's a lot of men out there that, again, they got that facial hair looking on point. They put that hat on. They see themselves like, damn, I'm looking good. You know what I'm saying? They know that if they take that hat off, they still gonna be looking good, but they ain't gonna be feeling good. They ain't gonna be feeling the same way. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I've gotten over that in my life. This is mainly that she's talking to is men that has not gotten over it. They out here doing what we call hat fishing. I don't hat fish, bro. I don't hat fish. I'm strongly against hat fishing. This is a non-hat fishing community. We don't believe in hat fishing over here, bro. Because like I said, the end goal of a date, you know, of course, get to know the person, but the end goal is for them to come home to your house and to be in your bed or on your couch. You can't get there confidently if you thinking about how do I look without the hat. You just can't. It's impossible. Now, like I said, if you have done that, I would like to know because that's a cold dude right there. That's a cold nigga right there, bro. I bet the way you must think is like, yo, once I got them one time, they're mine. And I bet that's true, bro. That's the case. I mean, once you put it on them, you do it right, then hey, the hat ain't gonna matter at all. They can just say, hey, I don't care about the hat. Keep the hat on. But yo, I was just weak because she said y'all some sneaky. Y'all sneaky, bro. Don't be out here like embrace yourself without the hat, King. You good, bro. You good. The quicker you come to terms with yourself without that hat, the quicker that the women gonna come towards you. They're gonna gravitate towards your energy and how you're presenting yourself and how you're moving. Because the fact remains, how you look without that hat is how you really look. So the confidence can't really be given by the hat. It's gonna be taken away. It's like women and they got wigs on, right? I know it ain't fair, bro. I know it ain't fair. We talk about it all the time. Women, they can wear a wig and that's them. That's all the way them, right? A man, he can have a hat on and ain't him. And that's just how that works, man. That's because men don't care about women in confidence. That's the reason, if you want to know why. Men don't care if a woman is confident. Men just don't care about it. Think about it. I'm sure you know plenty of beautiful women that are just so insecure. And on the flip side, I'm sure you know some ugly niggas that got a lot of confidence. These niggas got so much confidence, they're hideous. But what I'm saying is, I bet you know that guy still get girls too, don't he? And the fact remains is because his looks are only about 35% of it, bro. And if you got money, your looks is probably like 10% of it, right? If you're a guy that's like, you got an abnormal amount of wealth to the point where you don't have to talk about having money. Women can look at you and see you got money based on the kind of car you drive, the kind of life you live, especially if you're displayed it on social media. Then hair and looks are at like 10%. But if you're just a regular guy out here, I would say your hair and your looks, it weighs less than you think. And I'm going to say it's between 40 and 50%. It can be between 30 and 50%. Depends on other things, right? It depends on your title. It depends on your, and I say title, maybe your job position. It depends on how you carry yourself. How's your body, your fitness, right? All these kind of things matter a lot, especially when you're talking about women, because women are superficial. Men are, yes, superficial, but women are superficial to things that don't have anything to do with looks, if that makes sense, right? Has nothing to do with looks, but they will put a lot more weight on that than the look itself, because it's all about how they look when they with you. So, I mean, part of this is understanding female nature, but also part of this is really just understanding and becoming comfortable with yourself. I went bald at an early age, guys. I had no choice but to grow up basically bald. It's not what this video is for, but just know I've had several instances where women, I thought they were into me. I took off the hat. It's like, where'd they go? You know, I'm not even going into it. Maybe I'll tell another video about it. But my point is, I'd rather get to that point faster. So if you're going to treat me like that, let me know right away before I take you out on a second date. You know what I'm saying? Let me know right away. Or even I'd rather meet a girl right in person without the hat. If I meet a chick without the hat and then I wear a hat on the first date, it's not that big of a deal. Because I already saw you. You saw me without the hat already. For me, all this is stuff that we think about, man. Tell my bald kings out there, keep living your life, man. Until next time, as always, get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping.
Like YOLO wanted to tell you, accept yourself. You don't have to prove shit to no one, accept yourself. And if you